Hey guys, we're back. It's the first video for the 2021 hunting season. It's a youth hunting video with my youth hunter Tristan. Now as you know, last year Dylan turned 16, so I didn't have a youth hunter. Went a whole year without it, and it felt weird not having a youth hunter out there during that weekend. So this year I recruited Tristan. He's 14, he's from the area, and he really wanted to hunt. And he didn't like sitting, so he wanted to still hunt this time. So we did some big wood still hunting. But first, we went out with Aaron and we did some safety training, and we allowed him to pick a gun that he felt comfortable shooting and could shoot well, which he did. And I'm glad to say it was a Model 94 30-30 that he picked. Boy, he made me proud. So, sit back and enjoy this one, and we got some more coming, so hold on, and I'm sorry for the wait, but we're back.
If you were to drop the pull the trigger, see how it stops? That keeps it from moving. So when you're out hunting, it's not safe, but remember that you cock the hammer back. All of that. Yep, ready to rock and roll. That was almost bull Nice. Oh yeah, he's inside the smaller of the circles. Oh yeah.
About to do it, and it sounds like something right up on the top of this, on the other side of the stream, up top, slowly walking towards us. Like.
So you've decided not to go to the bathroom now?
Yes.
No more taking a leak, and we're going to go over there and try to get it.
Hopefully.
All right, let's go. Softer. That sounded like a crow.
just keep it in the field. I'm still doing it.
So, right now we're discussing age. He doesn't think I'm that old, which I like. Which is nice. Because they're all my friends Sam Methuselah. So, he's 14, says I'm not that old. I like it. Or he said I don't look that old. Anyways. Just wanted to touch base with you guys. We just had 2 does. We were cutting across the brook. We'd been hearing deer all morning, off and on. And we had 2 does that were about 150 yards across the cut on us. They ran up the hill. Not sure if they saw us. I know they didn't smell us because we had the wind in our face. They went up and kind of turned. They're following suit to exactly what we found this summer. So we're just going to pursue them and hope maybe see if there's a buck in here, satellite, being a satellite and hanging around. So.
We just saw a moose.
Yeah.
Pretty good sighting.
We're having a pretty good day as far as seeing stuff.
Oh yeah.
Animals are active. Is that the first moose you've seen? Have you seen him before?
I've seen one before.
That was pretty cool. I think she was bedded right there, so. And that would explain where those deer took off to.
Yeah. So hopefully you get a deer.
So what's the plan, Tristan? What are we doing right now?
We're gonna walk up the trail a little more and cut across, go down the ridge and hopefully shoot a deer.
That's where we think they're hanging out anyway. Either way, I don't care. We're having a good day.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. Today's a great day. Beautiful, sunny. Got the sun coming out up here.
Lots of action.
Yeah. Time to make some sandwiches. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's head up towards that big oak tree up there. And we'll go see if there's any feeding going on. See if there's any active acorns on the ground from here on up. If we can find some acorns on the ground, we're going to find deer. So, all right. See him now. Yeah, they were heading over here. Keep an eye out. Here somewhere. I can hear him, but I don't see him. Keep low. Tristan and I, we've had a pretty good experience here this morning, late. We had 2 does come running down the hill, nothing that we did, and then they J-hooked and came right back and ran by us about 75 yards, too thick to shoot. We're thinking a buck was in there chasing an older doe because those 2 were small. There's a buck track down below and I could smell a buck, so now we're on the very top here. This is the peak of this knob. We're at about 1,800 feet, 1,900 feet, so it's right up where I'd expect to see a big buck bedded. So we're just kind of figuring what we're doing. Thermals are blowing straight up the hill. I expect any does to be bedded at the very top. But there's a knob right over here that I think a buck might bed on. Problem is I'm trying to figure out how to approach it without our thermals hitting it. So we're just going to kind of back off a minute and we're going to get in. There's a spruce patch right over here. We're going to kind of work into that. And then we're going to get up here and take a peek and see what we see. What do you think, Tristan? Is that a good plan?
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. So he's doing well. We're seeing deer, seeing moose. Yeah. Pretty good day. All right, here we go.
This is mountain bigger than I thought.
Yeah. All right, so we're kind of working our way back down to fill our bellies with some food. And we just came, we haven't found a ton of buck sign up here. Found a little bit of a scrape back there. It looks good. We found a bunch of beds, but watch out, don't step in it. That'll freak them out. And they won't be back here, but we've got first scrape of the day right here. Overhanging branches. And it's on a wicked beaten path in here, and it's all mixed hemlock and oak. This is just a really good spot. But I'm surprised that's the first big scrape. That's a community scrape too. That's one that's being used constantly. So I don't know how many bucks have hit it yet, but this is a really good spot. We're at the very top of this knob. There's just acorns spread everywhere in here. Tristan is just drooling to shoot himself a nice deer, so ain't ya?
Oh yeah.
So what we're doing is we're working over this ridge, and right over here we're gonna cut back down to the truck. Of course, I've said that 3 times, but we just keep finding more and more good stuff.
No harm done, right?
Yeah, we're hunting the mountains. So we're finding the mountain sign, and that's what we got. We got that. That's a really good community scrape. So guess where there's going to be a camera next summer? Right there. Let's see what we get. Have to be careful because this is right in the middle of a big bedding area. All right, we're going to work our way off to the side. We're going this way, and then we'll head down. There's a bunch of moose sign right here. Ton of moose sign. Let me give you a picture of where we are. So I wanted to take Tristan to some pretty interesting spots. So today we are, for the area he's living in, we're almost at the highest spot that he can go. I think the actual peak of the hill is about another 1/4 mile this way, but we're not going that way. We're going to head back down. I never thought I'd find this much good deer sign up this high after being in here this summer. But there's moose yarding activity back in here. So there's a lot of chewed down trees and everything. So we're in a pretty good spot. We're going to start heading over. I think that this is actually going to pan out to be all right. All right, here we go. All right, it's the afternoon of day 1. We stopped and we had our lunch, and now we're coming to a different section. We were thought about going back to the place we were this morning, but we kind of pushed some deer in there around a little bit, so figured we'd let them lay, We're going to come back this way. Kind of looking for signs. So far most of the sign is back, kind of where we were. But it was crossing into this next section beside us. So it looks like there's been a lot of four-wheeler and Jeep activity up in here. So that could be one reason why we're not getting a lot of tracks crossing the road. But we're just kind of getting an idea of where the deer are moving. So kind of what the plan is. We're going to walk up in here and see what we can find for sign. There's a cut up in here beyond this next pond. We're going to kind of look at that. And then what we're doing right now, getting over this way too much. The wind's blowing out that way. So I think our best bet is to get on this side and work that way towards where we had those bucks this summer. There's a deer track right there coming down the road. And it's coming down the road and it's cutting in right here. And this is where they were cutting in earlier this year too. Right in this little shady section between the ponds and that other cut. So we're just going to walk down through, check the sign, and then we'll let you know what Tristan and I are going to do next. Because this is big time, big woods, hunting adventures with Tristan for Youth Weekend. Right, Tristan?
Yes, sir.
Yep, that's right. Big time adventure.
Famous now.
You are YouTube famous. You're going to be the next big thing. He's going what they call viral in a good way.